Hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream. There's something that we've been doing recently. We just finished last night 3 hours from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday night. And we turn around once again, we do another live stream from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. here, United States, just right outside of Washington, D.C., Saturday morning. So I'm extremely grateful that we've been having so much beautiful feedback and support and encouragement to this new format of working, which is a live stream. So we struck about 3 hours. We think it's a perfect time for me to say everything that I needed to say with the topic, and we treating this like a show now these days. So it's like a performance. We started with students variation coaching, which is something that I'm very proud of, something that I believe that we are making a difference in students' learning experience. And we can do this enjoy the beautiful technology that's available to us. So via Zoom, we're coaching students from all over the world. So today we have 4 students. They come from overseas. They come from all over the place. And from this point of view, I'm able to teach them. I'm able to give them a variation coaching session. And we will live stream this rehearsal session. So for everybody to take a look, and especially this session, today's session, I'm super, super excited about. It's really about the parents. So we dedicated this live stream to our beautiful parents who has been working equally hard, or I have to say harder, and behind the scene to support our beautiful dancers in their journey in dance education. So this live stream is particularly designed and dedicated to our beautiful parents. And as I am also a parent, a father to 2 dance students, so we have a lot to talk about, prepared some very beautiful subjects so we can share each other's thoughts, and we can support each other, and we can find somewhat a solution or just a place for us to connect. Yeah. So now I thought that it's very important for the parents and the teachers to see how variation coaching process conducted, right? So this is, I feel like it's beneficial for everybody to watch the process, to watch the communication, to watch how students and the teachers communicate each other, and perhaps to see how we can support the students at this 15-20 minute precious time. Maybe we can see some improvements, and that's my goal. So now we have our first students, Pei Shi Tong. She's a beautiful student from Dance Space in Malaysia, and we've been working with the students, through DUCON for, I have to say, for 2-3 years now. This beautiful student, and I have privilege to see her grown up over the years. So today we have her as our first student, and she is going to dance variation from Ballet. So Pei Shi, you ready? Okay, let's go from the beginning. Okay, so this is just how a normal rehearsal session will go. Let's say in DUCON, in person. Yeah, this is how we work with our students. All right, Pei Shi, I'm gonna play the music now. Good. Okay. So it's just little zoom delay. It's okay. So I figure out how this is the experience. I always figured out when I play the music and when she start dancing, to me it's 2 counts. It's at least 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. At least 2 counts delay. So that's how my mind works, and it just go back, do 2 counts. So anyway, it's normal, right? But this is a little bit lag. It's okay. Peishi, show me to do your first thing. Your first, in this particular variation, your first phrase should be a flat cross. Don't go to diagonal. Yeah, once you get there, the plie releve part, can you show me? So it is, first it's a side and side and side. Now the third one, the last one should be back, not back, up and back. So side, 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 and lift open, like open the lid. The last one before the chassé for the grand jeté. Left, right, and left. One more time. So you do left, toward the left side, toward the right side, toward the left side. This one has to be completely different. Yes, there we go. And then now, don't open this arm like this. So the arm has to stop in the third position and feel your back, the very strong back, before we do the step grand jetés. Can you show me? Up, down, over. Yes, beautiful. That's right. That's right. Show me the grand jeté from there. So I don't believe, you don't need this, Peishi, you don't need this. So from here, you don't need this. There isn't a step. So from here, you just do pas clou, like précipité, step jeté. There isn't time for another leg. Yeah, so you should spend a lot of time on this beautiful croisé, in croisé. Very strong back. From here, directly, précipité. Let's go back. So after the grand jeté, I needed to see a position. You have a beautiful jump. You have a very large, very nice, beautiful grand jeté. Now I needed to land, I needed the grand jeté land here. I need to see a clear landing with arm intact, not open this way. So grand jeté. From here, I need to see it. Now watch this. Second one, show me the connection to the second one. So the first one, so I show you, don't do what you just did. Look at my connection. So this is the first one, Peishi, look at Mr. Do. The back leg is gonna come down past first position to do another pas clou. Then you step for the second jeté. Yes, there we go. Can you show me? From the first and second one. Do the first one, hold on to the finishing position. So, and go. Yeah, so, okay, good. Now, do the same preparation for the first one. So you're here. You put this foot down. Basically, it's a small, tiny glissa in front of you. Step jeté. Yeah, very small, in front of our body. It's like a glissa without the leg go to the back. 2 legs in front. Yes, and very fast. Yes. And continue. Okay, now do a little fluid. Look at Mr. Do. So I do grand jeté and step grand jeté. Do you see me? So I land in a beautiful connection to what's next. Yeah, when I say stop, you have to understand not little. I do need to see a finishing position. If somebody were to take a picture, they would see a clear landing. But the energy you have to continue. Show me that in real speed, Peishi, please. Yes, okay, that's better. That's better. Now look at the arms. It's okay if I spend the rest of this rehearsal on this step because you will be benefit from this transition for all other variations. Look at my arm. I open, when I put this foot down, I open this arm to second position. Now when I do the pas culé, my arm is like this, in front of me. Then I step, same time, my arm open, my leg grand bas at the same time. It's almost like a little explosion. Yes, because your big jump needs the arm participation. Your leg's doing really well, but your arm have to tell the same story. Show me. Yes, better. Okay, good, good, beautiful. Now, one more thing, okay, one more thing. So after the first jeté, look at the top arm. This arm has to come in front of me. You see, in front of my body. Then, again in front of my body. Yes, not that low, Peishi. Look at Mr. Du. In front of my chest. It's time to go. Yeah. One last time, please. So this, and you see me like this. After I land, a little breath. Yes. Almost, that's right. Good job. Good job landing. Okay, let's continue on. So let's go from here. And so this part, because your time, we'll listen to the music a little bit. Because I took off this situation, I took off that left leg, développé. So you should have time, and we listen to music. After the second jeté, you should have time to do a sous-sus, a fifth position, then step to the preparation. Yes, so let's hear, so you are on the same page on this. Continue. So you understand now? Yes? Give me thumbs up. You understand the timing. Okay, great, beautiful. Now, you got a tendu back. Peishi, look at Mr. Du. You cannot, your thigh cannot point to the ground. So after this, I give the audience a beautiful développé front leg. I want to show them the bottom of my foot. Yes, like this, like exactly what you did. Now after this, from here, you're gonna glide. The tip of your pointers needs to be glide forward and directly into a tendu back. And the back, the thigh open. So you twist your shoulder. Peishi, look at Mr. Du. You twist your shoulder, which is great, but you also have to open the thigh at the same time. You cannot twist your shoulder, bring your thigh close. Keep your thigh open, please. Yes, you got to make sure your back legs open like that. Okay. Good. The rest of the diagonal is pretty good. The only thing I want to add is your arm has to go up faster. Arm faster. Yes. Okay, good, good. Come back, come back. So this is, you're doing really well, this variation on point. I'm very glad to see this. So now, look at my arm. Look at my arm. When I do the attitude turns, I don't have a moment like this. I'm doing, look at my fingertip. You see me? My fingertip directly meet. I don't have a port bras. Yes, in this particular case. Yes, and small arm quick. Arrive third position fast. Fast. Okay, good job. Now afterwards, Peishi, after your attitude turns, you cannot think this. You have to think plié, then allongé. You have to land in plié with arm to your heart. Then you allongé. When you do the allongé, it's time to go to the next set. Yes. So you have to think two things. Land in plié, allongé, it's time to go. Yes, better. Plié first, that's it. That's beautiful. You understand the timing of it? So what appears to the audience? What do we want the audience to see? The end product. It is not how we approach it. We have to approach it differently to produce the product in order for them to see an end product. We have to approach slightly different. So from audience point of view, they see after attitude turns and they go to the plié arabesque, third arabesque, correct. But you cannot think that way. You have to say, attitude, I'm going to have to go to a plié before I go to the end product. Because for you, you have to be on full point, roll down into a plié. There has to be a process like this. Now, this is a breath. I don't need you to hold this position long, no. From here, allongé, nice fluid. It's a fluid step. It's not stagnant. So don't think I'm going to hold that position. No. Show me. You can do it so beautifully, Peishi. Show me. Plié. Beautiful. There we go. Yes. Nice. Now afterwards, look at Mr. Du. After, the first thing you do is to put the back foot down. This is the breath. Now you do brush. You have to take this step. Don't think brush right away. It's not about the brushing leg. It's about a breath. Understand? So you take this step. Now you do the brush. Yes, don't rush. I don't need to see a big jeté, a very strong jeté like this. Afterwards, this is soft. This is about the upper body. One last time, please. It's a hard step. It's a very hard variation. But you're doing a really good job. Yes, and soft. Good. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the diagonal. That's fine. This is fine. This step's fine. Plié relevé, and you go. Show me. Yeah, this is fine. This is very beautiful. This is very good. This is fine. Okay, show me the manège, Pei Shi. Show me the manège. Da, 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 da. So show me the connection step. You do step jeté. Show me after the jeté. What's the connecting step? You do a two chaînés and into it. Show me. Just do one set. So I see. I just switching you into it. So can you do after the jeté? After the jeté, you need a little prélude before this. So the musically, that's why I feel like it's missing something. So you do after the jeté, you go straight to soutenu. It's not as refined. So after the jeté, you needed to do a little prélude and a step open. So it's not the soutenu à la seconde. It's like this. It's a step à la seconde. Step à la seconde. Yes, that's it. That's right. So now here's just the math, okay? If you do this without the little step Mr. D just told you about, you will be early. That's why you hesitate. That's why after soutenu, you hesitate to bring this leg up. So the exciting part is the step leg à la seconde. That's the exciting part. Can you show me the little step I'm talking about? Tiny little prélude. So after the jeté, look at me. Tiny little prélude, step like that. No, you need a little step. You're missing a step. So from here, look at me. After the jeté, back leg cross, you need a step like this. Like this. A little glissade. Show me. A little glissade. Yes. Now you do the step over. Continue. Continue, please. Patient, don't stop. Continue. So after you, what is the arm for the jeté? Your arm. Where's your arm? The Stodosha arm. This arm. So can you change to, just for me, your teacher can change back, I have absolutely no problem. So just for me. So you do step like this, which is fine. So you do like this. Arm come down as you finish the Stodosha. Now look at my prélude. Your arm goes like this. Now look at my arm. Come in, go out. Go. Show me. Continue. Yes, that's nice. That's beautiful. Now, can you do the prélude smaller? Smaller? Tinier. So look at this. Look at me. Very tight. Very engaging. Yes, not big. Not travel at all. I don't want you to travel. Look at me. I go like this. That's it. Tiny little step. Very sharp. Yes, yes. So, and quicker, bring the right leg out quicker for the soutenu. Yes, that's it. That looks good. That looks good. Now let's listen to music, this manège. Let's listen. Mark the manège. Okay? Let's go from the manège, please. Okay. Okay, so from what I see, it looks very good. It's just the music is a little delayed. That's fine, but I see the structure of it. The musically, you're okay, right? Okay, so it's just please make sure that practice the manège, like what we just talked about. Okay, make sure that it's engaging. Pakulu is a small little step. So please practice that and everything we talk about. Yes or no? Good? Okay, good job, Peishi. Thank you. See you next time. Okay, good job. So now we have Anji. She's doing variation from Giselle. Ready? I like the feeling and demeanor of it, of this variation. You did a very good job with that, especially in the very beginning. This character comes in very calm and very graceful and very sweet. That sensibility that you displayed very beautifully. So I want to just talk a little bit about the setting itself. So when you come in the beginning, to the group of people to your right there, so your arm is a little bit too high. So I always wanted for you to understand, it's where your heart is. So the position of your heart, this is where I deliver my message. Yeah, so at the end of the port de bras, the fingertip cannot be as high as your nose. It has to be below at shoulder level. So from this moment, when you go out, you cannot look at your hand. I think it's a little too high. Not even a second reaching that level, reaching that curvature. So look at me. I go like this. You see me? Like this. And you have to, at the end, you have to do a little acknowledgement of the group of people on your right. So you don't have to bow to them, but it's acknowledging. So you go like this. You say hello. You have to imagine there is a very dignified people, a group of people sitting over there and watching you dance. You say, welcome to my village. Thank you for watching my dancing. Show me. That message has to convey. Can you show me this step out this way? So you see you're too high. Because at one point, your finger is in line with your nose. That's too high. Because that tells a very different story. It has to be below the shoulder. Just like having a conversation. If there's people in this proximity, like a couple feet from you, when you say, oh, hi, how are you? You see? You see where my arm in relationship to my heart? Hi, how are you? You shake your hand with somebody like this, conversational. You wouldn't be, if people 3 feet from you, you wouldn't be like, hi, how are you? You see? It's a little odd, strange. It doesn't convey the same message. So look at me. Show me. It's too high. Too high. Lower. You see? Lower. Yes, better. You have to feel like, what does he want me to do? I don't feel like doing. That is the corrections all about. You have to do what teacher tell you. When I say lower, you have to lower your arm. Show me. Yes. Now, it's gracious. Sing. Yes. So when you go to that side, look at my head. My head is going to tilt a little bit. So you are me, you're my friend. I'm talking to you. I don't want it to be like this. Hi. You say, what's wrong with you today? Now, I'm going to be, hello. It's a conversation. How are you? It's a conversation. You have to tell your head a little bit. The first time to your left. Yes. And just lower your chin. So hold on a second. You have to lower your chin. Then you go to the other side. So you are doing as a movement. I wanted to do this moment it's a pedestrian. It's like a normal people. Like not a dancer. Don't think you're a dancer. You just come onto the scene, say hello to people, and hello, my friend on this side. Yes, and to you. Now, good. When you do that two batu, when you do the batu from here, you don't want to look at them. I know it feels great. It's like in ballet, port de bras, feeling fantastic. But at this point, remember I told you, you're a pedestrian. Look at Mr. Du. So I'm here. Now, when I do the batu, my focus is already on the group of people on my left. I'm done with them. After I nod my head, now from here, I see the people on my left. This is when I decided to acknowledge them. Yes. Show me. You say hello to your friend there. Then you acknowledge to people, that's it. That's genuine and pure and perfect. Okay, now after you say hello to the people to your right, after you say hello to people to your left, now it's time to acknowledging the audience members. So from here, you say, here I am. Here I am. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes, so that's a center point. You're on flat, this is big of you. This is big. This is the power. This is start to introduce the hidden power of this variation. Like this. The sweet part is over. Now I need to see the strength in your training from this moment on. Your strength from your back. Here I am. Here I am. Okay, now we can start the variation. Understand? So this introduction is so important. You have to tell the story has no holes. It's like I speak. There is every single word is being delivered clearly with intention. Yeah, so we got this. Yeah, your teacher's gonna work with you, and please remember this. It's just like normal people have a conversation. Show me the first group of steps from there. Yeah, we're done with that. Show me da-da, 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 da, 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 da. Okay, good. Very good. So now, where is the accent? I want to ask you a question. When you do the step, da-da, da-da, da, 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 where is the accent? Where you putting up your, where you gonna put your energy in? That, exactly. So now I wanna see, ra-da, ra-da, long as you can to hold that leg. Stay, 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 stay. Clear. So hold on a second. So this after this, directly into plie. You don't have, you shouldn't have a susu right there. There isn't a moment. That's extra step you're doing. So from here, directly into plie. Plie, yes. And 1, 2, up, up, down. So up, up. Look at Mr. Du's arm. This arm cannot, your fingertip cannot be end up toward the sky. 1, 2, 3. You see me? 1, 2. If you don't do anything fancy, 1, 2, just open to the audience. Like from me, open. Very strong arms. Open. Yes, it's like poured water. Open. Stop. Da, da, stop. Yes. And continue. This is my favorite step right there. Alasegan needs to be held. So from here, look, hold on, hold on. So you have to capture. You have to capture the essence. You have to capture the essence of each step. Most of the time, it's the quality of the end product depending on how you get into it. Yes? So I'm here. Look at my arm. My arm has to go out, then you go to the alasegan. So if my arm goes like this too soon, I forfeit all the excitement, all the power that my arm's supposed to produce into this step. Yes, better. Good, better. So from here, I give a start. And 1. Give a breath. I said, give a breath to the step. Little oxygen. Give a little oxygen. Yes, that's it. Okay, good job. Now, it's like Auntie, you know, it's like a cooking, your mommy cooking. You have to you have to put the ingredient in, you have to put the spice, you gotta put, it's like a lot of details, layered of flavors. And you know, this morning I cooked a beautiful breakfast sandwich for Mr. Josh and I. So we have energy to do this. But, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning, I don't just fry some eggs. I want to make sure this thing is perfect. So look at me, okay? So here, I do little breath. Now look at my right shoulder. Pow! Understand the right shoulder, right head, and right arm has to, boom, power. Boom, yes, okay, all right. Now it's like, wow, I taste the flavor, taste, you know, richness of the step. From here, I do need to see a fifth position. This fifth, hold. Fifth, yeah, no, front fifth. Yes, now, front fifth, this is softer. You see me? Softer, yes. And now, from here, you do up, up, down. Up, up, down. Up, up, down. Yes, that's it. So that's a layered, there's a curvature in approach things. There's a breath, there's in and out. There is exhale and inhale. Okay? You understand now? This, yes, I'll move on and then go back to do again. Da, da, da. Then you do bore. Yeah, so hold on a second. You don't need to come back to fifth, you see? So from here, this front arm, front leg, just go. Yes, there we go. And shall we continue? So that's a bigger step right there. There's two options to do this. So you do bore, pay attention to Mr. Do. So I do soutenu, I need a bar to hold on. So from here, this has to be a big leg on point. Soutenu big. Then you continue. Yes, that's a breath. Soutenu, it's almost like a renverser, the leg in front. Da 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 da. Da da no. Da 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 da. Look at Mr. Do. Da 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 da. On point. On point. Directly down. Da. Da. Yes. So you transfer your weight. It's like a tombe forward. There we go. There we go. I would have preferred to see less evidence of the back leg coming down too flat. So I want to go this way, 4, da-da. Yes, yes. Transfer the weight from the back leg directly to the front and play irrelevant. That's it. Yes, yes, that's it. Go. Accent. Accent. Yes, go. Da. Da, 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 da. Beautiful turn. And go. And you go to diagonal. Okay. Let's go. Let's do the music from beginning with everything as much as you can capture. I don't expect it. Okay, everything that he said, I'm just going to do it perfectly. But as much as you can. As much as you can. We're going to send a video to you so you can look at it. Okay. Let's go from the beginning. You have to really immerse yourself into this character. This character have no name. She has no name. She's Giselle's friend. But I always believe that in the full-length ballet, this character is installed there, put there for a reason, for a psychological reason, because it's a setup for the tragic departure of the story, for the dramatic departure of Giselle's story, because she could be Giselle, She could be, Giselle and her, they grew up together in the same village. They're like friends. So her life, she get married with her friend from the village. And this should be Giselle's life. So they basically, very intelligently, to create this character, to introduce Giselle's life should be. And that add extra tragic to the story, the drama of the story unfolds later on, 15 minutes from that moment on. You understand? So she's simple, she's sweet, she has no name. However, we as a dancer, we have to put a little bit more life to this role. We have to create. This is what I tell students when they perform this variation. I ask them to give this character a name. She could be Julia. She could be anybody. So when you give a name to the character, suddenly it becomes somebody. She becomes somebody. Okay? So I think it's important to give an identity to this role. And then when you hear the music, you have to immerse yourself. Imagine this is simple village girl. Her life is so beautiful, and she is about to marry to a person she loves, and there's a village full of people come to her to see her engagement, because there was an announcement 2 of them engaged. And Giselle at this point is in love with Albrecht, who she should not be in love with. So that is a hidden drama it's about to unfold. Yes? So now, just calm down, and when the music starts, just imagine this role, give this role a life, give this role an identity. Okay? Let's just try it. Power, power, da, da, finish, la, la. Da, 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 leg, lift, up. Nice. Continue on. Okay, good job. Let's stop for a second. Good, very nice. Couple of things. After the à la seconde that I was talking about, after à la seconde, now you come back to 5th, on point. You have to stay on point, release the back leg before you do the pas de bourrée entonnoir. Yes, there we go. Okay, remember, it's very important. You have to do it clear there. Now, when you go to the corner, like this, you have two releve, leg to the front. So look at the ballonnet step. You have to put the foot down like this. Look at this left hand. The first ballonnet, the arm just like this. 1, second one in place. So it doesn't come in like this. So the first ballonnet is a transition, la, 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 la. A lot of power. And la, nice, beautiful. And la, da, da. Okay, good. Now, when you do the piqué turns, you have to lift your weight out of your hips. You want to make sure your rotator is firmly engaged. Right now, I feel like you're sitting. Yes, that's better. I feel like you're sitting a little bit on that hip. You have to pull up your weight out of your hips. Up and up and up. Okay, now ribs close. Close your ribs. Arm in faster. In faster. In. Up, 2, 3. Okay, good job. Up and 2. I actually prefer 2 chaînés. So you do 1 chaîné. Look, I call this a 1 chaîné, then a 3-step turn. I tell you what it is. I do 1 chaîné. I do 1, 2, 3. I chaîné. Then you do right, left, right. You have enough time to do it. Da, da, da. Yes, good girl. That's nice. Understand? Now, this arabesque is an absolutely big deal. Right, left, hold. Then you do da, da, da. A lot of power. Yes, da, 2. Let's listen to music. From there, you are out of frame a little bit, but you make sure your choreography, I believe it is after the turn, you have to acknowledge them again. You have to be, they're on stage, in the full-length ballet, literally this person this close to you, because they're sitting right there. They're like, oh, beautiful dancing. You literally have to do this to them. I have to feel like there is an imaginary person on stage, invisible, but it's there. Can you show me that? No, on that side, after the diagonal. Yes, there, and continue, show me. This, and continue. So you have to, okay, if you do that, it's fine. There's no need to change, it's fine. So from here, and you have to acknowledge this person. They're sitting, yes, like this, and go, continue. Yes, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so this is, you come back to an ordinary person. You're no longer a ballet dancer. So from here, I actually prefer to come down. Give your leg a break. Yes, can we please do that? Because that's original choreography. So you guys changed it for the hard way. You need to give your leg a break. So from here, just come down a little bit. Yes, that's it. And now you go to the other side. Yes, to get ready for your manège, okay? So can we do it at the end of that, just do it from here, and then we'll continue for the manège? At the end of the diagonal. At the end of, we don't have to, okay, let's do the diagonal. Anji, let's do the diagonal. Do the changes Mr. Du said. You know, I want to tell the audience members, especially the moms out there, dads out there watching, it's not that easy. It is not, this is not like a computer, so I changed the code. I changed some sentences. Right away, the computer process is different because there's this thing that we're dealing with called the muscle memory. It's very strong sensation. It's like when you're driving. You just drive your muscle memory, your mind process, your eyes absorb the information from the road, then your muscle just adjust accordingly. In this particular case, they've been doing this kind of version for a long time. It is not like the fact that I can tell something, they get to change right away and they get to replace the muscle memory they had it before and put my idea into it. It's not that simple. But those students are very smart. She's a very smart student. She gets it very fast, which is really great. And this is another thing. Yesterday we talked about, we teach students. We teach them this and that. We also teach them what? The ability to learn. the skill, learning is a skill set, learning. We have to open our mind, we have a good attitude to learn. We have to allow the new information to come our way and then process it right away, display it in our physical body. So this is actually what I just talked about is a skill. It needs to be taught by the teacher. How do you do it? So this student, she's doing really well. So let's say I'm adding a little thing here, taking out a little thing there. Actually, the smaller the subject, the elements, is more difficult to erase. But she's doing a very, very good job. All right, let me see. From the diagonal. Then we'll continue to the manège. Go faster. One more. Ah. La. Sa. Ah. Faster. Da, da, da. Yes, better. Nice. Beautiful. This was it. Okay, good job. So the manège itself, you have a very beautiful feeling to it. You're doing this on point. You did a very good job. I just want to give you a general idea. It needs to be more exciting. So before you have a very gracious and very controlled steps and demeanor and everything gracious, but in this manège should be all out, energy and speed and excitement. Yeah, especially Shannon, it needs to be faster, closer your legs. One more thing, and that diagonal, what I just talked about, the third time the energy of your leg was right is a little higher, a little bit more vivid, a little bit more transparent. So don't hold back. Understand? So right, the third time what you just did you feel it? You're like, rah, da, da. I want to tell you another thing. The higher the leg in this particular step, actually in all steps, higher the leg is actually easier. It's easier. Yes, so you do this way, not go down. It's on point, it's easier because it forces you to be, it's easier to be on your leg when the leg is at near 90 degrees. Show me. Yes, please do this. Yes, that's it. Now the last set, look at Mr. Du. You do a chaîné, da, 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 both arms up. The last one. Only the last one. Da, 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 da. Yes, beautiful. Perfect. This is celebratory because it's just artistic arrangement. You know, after the third one, it's become predictable if we do the third one the same. So da 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 da. Now you use this shoulder. Look at this shoulder. This is to the audience. Then this is to the person. You have to give yourself a beautiful épaulement and give the person. Yes. Now you say you just sit tight. I have one more thing to show you. That's what that is. Okay. So on to beautiful. Please, everything I said, please work on them. Really, really work on them. Okay, you'll get better, I promise you. You'll get, because it will take you to another level, especially from here. All is gone, fifth and, that's a breath, you see? Small places display quality. Show me. On point, yes, that's it. Okay, thank you. All right, now I, Mr. Du, feel like I've done my job. All right, go. Good job, beautiful, beautiful girl, nice. All right. She's like, okay, get him off me. The road to glory is painful. It's painful, but but you want to glory or what, right? You want to be successful what? Then you have to work. There's no other way to do it. So who is the beautiful student we have now? Emma. All right. Emma, you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back. Emma, your teacher there, we needed the camera out a little bit because you out of frame so quickly. I needed to be position itself so Mr. Du can see the whole thing. I think even more. Get back a little bit. I need to see it like the entire studio because this variation, you're going to use the entire studio for it. Okay. I'm not sure, but we can try. All right, let's try it, please. So, the normal, okay, normal front. Okay, Emma, we stop for a second. Good, there's so many very beautiful things in it. There's so many beautiful things in it. Let Mr. Du talk a little bit. After this, da, 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 this is going to be a jeté. You have to jeté to the left. Da, da, yes, so no. Da, da, that's great. Now, after this beautiful jeté, your right leg directly out. So at the end of the jeté, the leg is developing in front. In front, yes. Now the right arm goes up. The right arm goes up, not the left arm. But don't go under. Remember, this is like the biggest variation. This is like, you know what I mean? Like the prima ballerina. So she is not under. She's da, 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 not this way. Da, 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 da. Full of grace and power to elegance. Not cute. Yeah, but I don't want the head this way. Emma, look at me. I want my head to be this way. The other way. Like I have a pillow behind my right ear. Here. Yeah, but you're here. Look at Mr. Du. You're here. I want it to be there. Yes! I'm missing. Can somebody, the teacher or your mom, can you, I need to make sure that you are in the frame. Yes. And show me. Head, remember the head. Head back. Yes, that's better. Now the arm needs to be powerful. The right arm needs to be powerful. Yes, that's right. Good. Now afterwards, Emma, this is going to be the focus the right leg, left leg. No, the right leg first. So which leg? So you do da 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 da. Which leg you goes out first? You go out first. Okay, now that's where we needed to do the lean to the right as you develop the right leg. No, lean to the right. Look, yeah, the left was great. Lean to the right, and then the left. Yes, beautiful. Yes, that's it. There you go. Can you show me that again, please? Mr. It's like this is when you feel right, it's right. And to the right, da, 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 da. Yes. Now. Good, good. So now the hops on point smaller. Emma, look at Mr. Du. The first one, just to put your foot out, not a problem. The first one's like this, just foot out. Now look at me. It goes small, 2, 3, 4. Not at a big movement. Out, 2, 3, 4. Good girl. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do, how many do you do? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is the bigger one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, you do too many. I don't believe that's the music. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 5, the fifth one is big one. 3, 4, and 5. And continue. 5, down. This is great. You did this fine. Really beautiful. Continue. Don't stop, Emma, please. And go. Yes. And continue. Da, da. Hold on a second. So after this preparation, so show me which foot in front. So you should have to put the left foot in front. From here, it shouldn't. So you have to put left foot in front, just like this. Yes. Go. Clear, unrelevant. Yes. And then doing the jump, you have to change the direction after the jump. Change direction. You have to, your hips from that corner, from corner number 2 to corner number 8. 1, 2, 3. No, change to your left. You have to jump to the left. Yes, now your left foot is in a perfect spot for that jeté I was talking about. Yes, there we go. Can you show me that? That's right. That's a beautiful body. Yo, so hold on a second. That arm should not be up. So this is like the details. So you do like this. The first arm is down. This arm is down. Your left foot in front. Yes. Now you jump arm up. Then you do jeté, développé, piqué. Yes, one more time without the music, just like this, put that in your body. Yes, nice. Jeté and piqué. That's okay, good. That was right. Okay? Do you get that? So believe me, you do that 3 more times, it's going to be much more in your body. You will never remember what you did before because this is more comfortable than before. Da, 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 and go to the right. Da, 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 da. And. Hold on a second. So da, 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 Emma look at me. Da, 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 da. And. Just to put the leg out and. Then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Bigger now. Good job, good girl. Yes, can we do from here the first time? Let's do from here. After you entered. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's do the music, please. Right, left. Leg out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bore. Beautiful, Emma, keep going. And jump. Right, left. Go up. Nice. Go, continue. Good job. Expand. Good girl. Continue. Now expand this one, please. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Very nice. Good. This is extremely difficult variation, but Emma, you're doing very, very good job. Couple things I want to say quickly. So the last one you do, the hop, 2, 3, 4. You do have to count. Yes? So out you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. À la seconde. Now look at Mr. Du. It's right here. You have to do this bigger. Bigger ballerina. She's a huge ballerina. Look at the audience, like this. Bigger than your physical body. Big. Yes, okay, then you go to the corner. Now watch this arm. You do. This is like this. Not up. Like this. So from your heart, basically from your heart to everybody in the audience. Yes, that's it. Good girl. And you do. This is very nice, very nice. So your arm, the leg's fine, not a problem. You keep working hard, make sure the consistency. But look at my, so afterwards, look at my arm. Pay attention, my arm goes, my right arm goes to in front of my body. My left arm go to second position. During the hop, you do hop, 2, 3, 4. Now from here, all I do is both arms allongé. Yes, allongé. There we go. Okay? So that's the first time. Second time we repeat. But the second time, what's difficult and what's most beautiful is the second time when you go to the arabesque, you have to go to a little bit of a penché. Yes, and allow the back leg to have this beautiful position. Then you go up to susu. Yes, there we go. No, no, from here, look at me. Not to fifth. From here, you step big. Step over big. Yes, big ballerina. Big ballerina. Yes, that's right. Okay, good job. Let's go to the next diagonal. Let's say you're already there for the port de bras section. Continue on. No, we've done that. Let's go to this. Yes, go there. So let's just keep the camera steady. Just keep camera there. That second time, look at me. And you go. Nice, beautiful. Nice. Ooh, hit. Hit. The head, same head. That's a big ballerina. Emma, good job, good job. I know the spacing, studio is small, but your teacher did a great job to mapping, taking the most advantage of that space. That diagonal, you have a very beautiful feeling to it. The general correction is it's just a little bit more. You have to stay down a little bit longer. However, there's one, hold on a second, come back. The one most important correction suggestion Mr. Du want to tell you is you do, watch me. So you do this, correct? You do this beautiful port de bras like this. It's like awakening. The first port de bras, it is the fingers out. The very first one. Then you come in. Understand? So what you don't want to do, the first one is in already because it does not flow with the port de bras. So look at me. I go this way. I open, pay attention to my arm, my hands. The first one is releasing your fingertip. Now the second one, I come in. Like this. You see? Show me. The first one, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That was right. Now, this beautiful curvature, this is by far, this is like, it's like spirituality. This is truly a spiritual moment. So look at my arm. Pay attention. So I go like this. This is like awakening. This is like open another world. So you go like this. Look at my arm. It does not have an allongé here. It does not. So you do like this. I drop all the way down. Like this. Drop all the way down. Now from here, I do a little switch. Yes. Show me. It has to be seamless. In. Ooh, what you doing? No. From here, look at me. It's like I'm taking off. I have a sweater. I have a beautiful sweater. I'm going to take off this sweater. Yes. And down. Now you flip that's it. Continue. Don't stop. Okay, good. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you do this. Yeah, you do this. Look at Mr. Zhu. So the first one, you did this beautiful. Now, second one, it's about the backhand. The backhand come forward. Yes. And now the third one is about the right hand. Fourth one is about the left hand. No. You start here, sweetheart. So from here, you start here. This is your preparation. You look out to the right. Yes. Now you start to look in. Yes. And allongé. And now the left arm, about the left hand, about the right hand, about the left hand. Yes, and continue right. Okay, that's fine now. It's fine. No problem. No problem. Not a problem. Okay? Understand? So it's like seamless. You do. This is what I call da 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 da. This is she's awake. She's like bright. From this to da 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 da. She's awake. Couple things. That arm you don't turn, you have to put the left foot in front of your supporting leg. In front. Retire devant. In front. So you can go directly to fifth position. When I finish in fifth, look at me, Emma. I look to my right. I look to my right armpit. Yes. That's how I finish the turn. Yes. Then you go there. Put it in front. No. That's not a front. That's like back side, butt front. Front, scoop in. Yes, no. Hold on a second. From here. My arm doesn't come down. Look at me, Emma, look at me. Look at Mr. Du. I go up, fifth. My arm doesn't come down. You scoop the left foot in front of my right knee. Go. Fifth, two. You can do two of them. It should be easier. Yes, and fifth, where do you look? At the end. Yes, and da. Continue. To your right. So you spot back to the corner. Look at me. So I'm here, correct? I spot to this corner. I do double. Fifth. Still there. Now I go back to Arabesque. Look back. Yes, beautiful. And out. Continue. Sing. Look back. Look back. Yes, and now look forward. And continue. Soutenu. Good. Chaîné, and this is very good. And continue. Jetés. Arm fall back. No, don't do this. Yes, big. You have to think you're a big ballerina. This is like some people call it this the ballerina's variation. Étoile, the start. I need to see the whole. I need you to hold on a second. Just show me the last. Jetés, pique. I need you to give all your power to hold that position. The back leg. So look at me. And one. The connection is the back thigh and your upper arm. Back thigh and upper arm. You have to make that connection. Yes, that's better. Beautiful. So what's the connection? What's the connection? Your upper arm and your thigh. Upper arm, your thigh. That two parts of your body has to connect. Yes, better. Okay. Remember everything we talked about. Okay, it's a huge variation. When I say huge, I don't just mean the length of it. It's like long, one of the longest variation. When I say huge, the bigness of it, it's the broadness of it, it's the essence of the variation. She's not just pretty and cute. She's not pretty and cute. She's beautiful and powerful and graceful, generous, and full of giving. You have to think of those words in your dancing. Okay? Very nice, Emma. I'm looking forward to see you continue grow within this combination. Okay? Good job. Very good. Okay, thank you. So I have to just explain a little bit. I know those students, some of them from DUCON. Some of them, we have this new beautiful product. It's called Blueprint, the path to success. The pathway to success, which they sent me a video of their competition video or their video of variation it can run through in the studio. So I create a video specifically for them. So it can ranging from 10 to even 20 minutes long of a loom video. I break down frame by frame to give them corrections, my suggestions. I love that product so much just because I can actually stop at a specific moment of the video to be more convincing, perhaps a direction of shoulder, perhaps a fifth position, perhaps a coup-de-pied that missed. I can actually pause in that video to show them which position I want them to be and where they did it was wrong. So I basically break down, give them a class. We have this product has been, I found extremely helpful on my end as well, and it has been very helpful for the students. So Emma, the students you just saw, I know the student came from that route, the blueprint, we call it the pathway to success. So she sent me her variation video and I created my video for her frame by frame to provide my suggestions and the corrections. So my team is going to put out the link for this. And the beauty is if you signed up DUCON, your experience with me does not start at the first date of Ballet Intensive. It's not. Your experience with me starts right away. So literally the next day you can send him, after you register, you can send me a video of your recent competition. You say, you know what, I would like to improve. I like to be top 24, become top 12. I like to be on that podium. And I'm going to do my part to give my suggestions, the corrections, and to tell you where you can improve right away. So the process of you and I working together starts immediately, not in June, in May, and later on in December. Our relationship starts right away. So please take advantage of that. And we just keep on working in very different route via Zoom, with the Loom, in person, and of course we can variation coaching, private lessons, and you can take my RDBC online Zoom technique classes, which is many different ways that you and I can work together. So anyway, we have Olivia. Olivia is my online student, and she's also gonna be in DUCON. I'm going to see her in a couple weeks, right, Olivia? Can't wait. So now, so she is going to dance. Okay, Giselle. Ready. Nice, better. Okay. One, two, three. So Olivia, this is improved. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we're always a little nervous. It's okay. Not a problem. Let's go backwards. This is so much better. Improved from the video that I saw. It's so much better. So let's go to the very last diagonal. Now look at my arm. For that, so you do pique. Yes, the single and pique. Look at my arm for the double. It cannot go in front of me. It has to go like this. Out and up. So this arm, after I do the initial open, it has to go, look at Mr. Du's arm. It has to go directly up. You do open and you come back. You shouldn't come back. From the out, up. Yes, no, hold on a second. So out this way, this is very tricky. This is very tricky. I know what you're thinking. So you open, look at me, but you still come back this way. The pique arm up is very different pathway. Look at Mr. Du. I open, I go like this. Yes, just do the arm for me. So palm down, palm down. Yes, there we go. That's your arm. That's arm. Continue. One more time. So from here, I'm not going to come in. Look at Mr. Du. I go up. I go up. I go up. Up. Yes, that's right. And up. Okay, show me. Do the doubles. Particularly, I want to see the doubles. Go back. No. You're still doing this. You have to change because this is never going to be successful. So you cannot do this. It has to go this way. This way. Yes. Really do it. Really do it. As much as comfortable it might be in the beginning. Yes, that's it. No, not the second time. The first time was right. The first time was great. Show me, you have to change it. You have to change it. Yes, that is right. Do it again, again. Even today we don't do anything else, we do this. Go. You have to change it, okay? Olivia, you have to change. And up, correct. Sing. That is correct. Yes. The correct way, it's always easier. Understand? Because the ballet is scientific. It is. You can't fight with that. Okay. Beautiful. So we're gonna revisit that in a few minutes. Let's go to the beginning. This is another peasant part variation. This actually to me, it's a more normal variation for peasant part for this particular role. So it's a demeanor. She shares the same demeanor. You have to give you have to give the flesh and blood to this role, to this nameless role. Okay. So, but how do we describe her personality? I think she's innocent. She's innocent. She's simple. She's loving. She's warm. Her life has been very beautiful. She's not wealthy, but she's lived a very simple, very comfortable, and loving. And she has a man that she loves that they're about to get married. So and everybody in the village is come to celebrate. So remember, I was telling the story earlier about this, they put this role here for a reason. They put this role to accentuate the drama it's about to unfold. Okay, so we have to present the extra simple, extra tender, yet this lovely person. And that basically was the Giselle's life should be, but she chose a different route. She chose to love the person she shouldn't be in love with. So anyway, again, so she said hello. Olivia, it's like you say hello to your friend in school. Say hello. Now, from here, that you have to have a little fa E like this. Yeah, so the arm, when this arm fa E happens, don't put the fingertip in like this. So you do it like this. Look at me. I leave my fingertip out. Yes, and I fingertip in. It's time to go. I don't have a moment like this. It's a movement. Yes, beautiful. And that's fine. Continue on, mark through. Continue on. Don't stop until I tell you to stop. Yes, nice. This is really lovely. This. And saying, oh, no, you don't want that. I love your energy, Olivia. I always did. See, this is sweet. This is sweet. You don't want this. So your arms cannot behave like the legs. Because arms belong to the upper body. Upper body's job is what? Tell the story. The legs do the technique. The upper body is tell the story. So from here, like this, your leg have no choice. You have to get on point to attitude back. You have no choice. But your arm has to be softer. Look at me. So after this, you go like this. Your arm has to be softer. Yes. That's it. Always, always remember this, okay? Then ensemble suçon. This arm cannot be too far back. Ensemble, suçon ouvert. Continue on. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. And continue, softer arm. That's beautiful. And no, too big. Too big. So from here, I don't want to see your arm back here. So from here, your arm is like movement. It's like this. It's a part of the conversation. This conversation is a very loving, lovely, pleasant conversation. Pleasant conversation. Yes, there we go. Good. Now, then you go to the back. So remember I told you about this step has to be on 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2. The jeté has to happen on that 1. 7, 8, da 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 da. Good job. So remember we talked about the counts of 1, 3, 5, and 7. Those are the punctuations. The first jeté is on 1, 2, and second jeté 3, 4. Third jeté 5, 6. The 7th one is the 5th position. So those are the places that I need to see a lot of power. Everything else has to be smaller and faster. Show me, I'm gonna count. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. Good job. Nice. Then from this moment on, when you go back, we want to see the side, more to the side, Olivia. So side, this is your rest. Give your leg a rest, but you give your lots upper body. So again, there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and run, 5 and 6, this is down 7. So hold on a second, 5 and 6, I prefer just go to it, 7. And 5, 6, goes 7, no, which leg? Downstage leg. 7. No, downstage legs. Right leg, 7. Yes, 7, 8, this is 1, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7. And then when you go back, that's, remember, you have to pay attention, that's a 6 count. The second time when you go back where you are, it's not 8 no more, it's only 6 measures. Yeah, so you have to pay attention, be very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No, that's not how you want to turn. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue turning. Continue, continue. Yes, thank you. Good job. Do that again, please. Details matters. Little things. Yeah. Keep turning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep turning. 5 and 6. Thank you. So for the teachers, if any teacher watching, you got to remember, you have to know how to count this. I see so many students are completely confused with the counts. This is absolutely critical for all the teacher out there coaching this variation, which is very popular, like every student is doing this. If students fail to display that 1, 3, 5, 7 that I'm talking about, it's just the whole thing. It's a little off. Yes, so then the second diagonal is also, you go over there, you say this is your 7 to allow you to do the jeté on 1, jeté on 3, jeté on 5, and piqué on 7. Those are just math. Teachers have to understand this, otherwise you cannot coach this. Show me. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 5th position, 7, 8. Then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to be a little bit faster, Olivia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost have to be done on 5 because you need a moment on 6. Get you ready for the turns. Yes. Okay, good job. So let's do, show me the turns now. Show me the turns. What you did was just really great. Remember, don't do another mistake and go. Yes, and continue. Arm up. Yes. Okay, so this is what I call the, so I just push a little bit. I won't let her get away with it, right? So the teacher's watching this. I won't negotiate. The place like this, we don't negotiate. We're just gonna push, push, and push whatever we have to do for her to change it. So now, she knows now, right? She knows that's the arm. And if we negotiate, if we give up in the middle of the pushing, she will always be right, wrong, right and wrong, and right and wrong. So what we needed to do is push them over the threshold. They don't go back. Yes? Don't go back anymore. All right. Olivia, let's go from the beginning. Okay, one more time. With all the stuff that we talked about. Remember, give her a name, give her a lovely name, okay, and a very sweet, very conversational in your quality. Your arms, as though your arm is talking to somebody. You are using your arm gesture to have a lovely conversation with your friends. Yes, exactly. Okay? Softer, softer. Softer arm, no punctuation. Five, six, and seven, 8, and 1. 5, 7. 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. 3. 5, 6, which way? So to remember, it's a 6 count because you're still thinking about 8 counts. You don't have 8 counts. 6 measures. Let's go from the jumps, from the diagonal jumps. And remember, when you go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, keep turning to your left. Keep turning to the left. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So how many singles? How many singles before you do the double? Should be 2, no? 1? Okay, let's do it. Let's do just a diagonal. Just a diagonal. Yeah, from there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn. No. Do my arms. Think. So let's calm down. Let's calm down a little bit because when you hear the music, you went back to your old arm. So you do like this. Look at my arm. I do PK1, PK2. PK1, arm up. Yes. Arm like this. Look at my fingertip. Yes. Fast. Yes, that's right. Let's do the music. Do the music. Stay calm. It's okay. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. Things like this is not, it doesn't that fast change. It's okay. It's going to have a little back and forth. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. One. Second time. Not yet. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go. Yes, good. On. Good job. Go. Okay, nice. Nice. Toward the end, Olivia, you take no prisoners. There is no moment, the very end, you have to leave no room for mistake. What does that mean? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I want to mistake? What are you talking about? Taking no prisoners and leave no room for mistakes. It's your mindset, it's your presence, it's your energy go into the very last step, double step overturns. 1, 2, finish. Leave no room for mistake. 2, hold. Yes. We can't even, sometimes you do it perfectly, but your body language tell me that something is wrong or something might go wrong or something I think it go wrong. None of it. You have to go 1, 2, stay. 1, 2, stay. Yes, that's right. Now your arm, pow! While the right leg struck back, your right arm has to go to the opposite. 1, 2, hold. Yes, you're the most incredible dancer on earth. And you do this every single day. Show me. La, da, da. So the speed. And which shoulder I always talk about has to go back 2 times. That one, that one. Don't lag at the second time. Understand? You have to do 1, 2, finish. Yes. And with arm, the strength of your arm is coming from your back. Like this. Back, back, hold. Yes, that's it. That's right. Let's go to the diagonal again, please. So this is on 5. Olivia, look at me do. This is on 5. On 6, I have to change direction already. Yes. Yeah, that's why we teach the PK turns hips to the corner, not to the side, not to the side, hips to the corner. 6. Okay, here. It's first time. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 3, 5, 6 measures. Arm, arm, determination. Beautiful. Nice. That's it. That's how you do it, Olivia. That's how you do it. Okay? So during the run through, everything was beautiful except this arm from here. Remember the 5, your fingertip is out. Yes. I don't want to see this, your arm. No. The leg's fine. Your arm has to be softer. You don't, because what you're doing now, you're using your arm to get your leg up. You have to stop doing that. The leg come up by itself. Your arm has to do its own work. They're connected, but in this particular case, arm softer, soft. Yes, no, this arm, the right arm cannot do this with your leg. The right arm has to be soft. Get the leg up, don't use your arm to yank your leg up. Again. And continue, please, the other side. And hello. Leave the finger out. No, I'll do it again. So from here, look at me. When I put the back leg down, I allonge. The port de bras, it will delay the steps for you. It will delay it for you. It will slow you down, calm you down a little bit. Better, but on your leg though. You have to be this. You have to be on your leg, on that hip, on that hip. That's better. That was the best one. Then sisson. Look this hand. Yes. Okay. Good job. Please remember, can you work on these things that we talked about this today? Your mind is not going to make the switch right away. I wish it's like that, but it's not. It has to, you know what it is. Now it's time to work on it, to cement that idea, to have your body fully accepted this new information. Okay, Olivia? Beautiful. Thank you. Good job. See you in a couple weeks. Okay. Bye-bye. Good job. See you next time. All right, everyone. With that, Ooh, let me look at the time. Okay, we took a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's needed, okay? Mr. Du is just doing what I do. So you saw that 4 students, similar age, they're the same age group, all on point, which is I love. And this is something I do want to take a minute to talk about. There's a lot of, I deliver some message about dancing on point, and I say, well, by 12 or 13, you have to be on point. There's 2 components to this subject. I want everybody to be very clear. So I have always been a very, very strong advocate of safely practice point technique, safely. So for a student, in order for a student to eligible to start point training, there is a systematic procedure that we have to do to allow the students to start. There's a transitional period. Perhaps we take the shank off the real point shoes and with the ribbon on it so the students can feel there's a little pressure in the bottom of the foot, but it's not on full point, but they have basically the training wheel. Basically when we learn to ride a bicycle, I have the training wheel on the back. So you are riding the bicycle, but there's a safety measure to ensure that the student does not get injured. And also, I have a very, very detailed, specific measurements that we have to, for students to, we have to introduce that to the students and have that to be in the curriculum where perhaps students are safe enough to begin to give them training for their body to accept the idea on point. Perhaps, let's say data, students' demi-point has to be in certain degree in order for them to be on point. If your demi-point the highest here, we need to work to be demi-point all the way up like this. Now the student is ready to push forward on point. And we have to measure the students' alignment, make sure they don't sit in back. We also have to make sure the sense of balance, they have enough of strength and coordination to have them on balance to pass certain period of time. Those are the very detailed mechanism and the detailed criteria that we introduce to the students called the pre-point. So like in DUCON, we have a class of pre-point. Not full point yet, but we work their way to point. So the whole idea behind this is for women, the point training, it needs to be a part of their training. So let's say this student is not qualified. She did not meet the criteria to be on point. Now that's a whole other discussion. That's a whole other discussion. Because some students there, if their demi-point is here, you have worked 3 months, the demi-point is still here. There's a structural issue with that foot, with her foot. So in certain situations, I have, as a teacher, I have had this conversation with several students. Their feet is not designed for point. This is just reality. If their demi-point is here, there's no way they're eligible on point because there's no way they can get over the point, right? They cannot get over the threshold. So this is just basically mathematical alignment. They're not going to be able to participate point training safely without hurting themselves. So that's a whole other conversation we have to have. The teachers have to have courage to say, after we work on this up to 2 months, we believe that your leg is not suitable for point work. And that's a perfectly professional conversation. The teachers have to have the courage to say this, right? So just like we play piano at one point, everything has to pass a certain degree in order to advance on to another training, another level of training. It's the exact same in gymnastics, swimming, dive, everything. It's the same. In any other profession, it's the same. So the question is not about that. The question is about if the student is qualified, she's absolutely qualified, met all those criteria. She's been dancing on demi-point for years, actually doing really well, doing all those variations you just saw on demi-point. Somehow, the point work is not introduced to them. That is a mistake. This is something I believe is wrong because you have to, demi-point is the transition. For women, a proper ballet training must include point work. It must. I mean, I'm happy to have this debate with anybody, but in the pretense of this student has met all the criteria to be on point. So that was my whole argument. My whole argument is for the students who is eligible, qualified to be on point, but they're not. And we see a whole generation of those students. When I say whole generation, I mean it. That's why I wanted this to be to students qualified for this session right here, all have to be on point. Because it's just, to me, it's not fair to enter the same competition, let's say for 13-year-olds, to have students who is on soft shoes and on full point to be evaluated on the same stage is absolutely unfair. It's unfair because it's complete different criteria in terms of evaluation and assessment. So that's just my idea into this. So anyway, right now, I want to move on to spend some time with our families of our parents. So let me just pull my chair out and let's have a little discussion. Okay, just give me a minute, let's set up. So let me just take a deep breath. So let's have this discussion. I always said I'm a ballet teacher. I will always be a ballet teacher. These days I'm an event promoter and I do competitions and I judge competitions and do some consulting work for teachers. But at the end, I always have two identities at this point. The very base. At this point, I'm a teacher. I'm an educator, number one. Also, I'm a parent. And these two things won't change. It doesn't matter what I do, what other activity that I'm doing. So today, I wanted to invite our audience members to participate. I wanted this to be a really interactive moment and to have a moment that we can have some discussions. And I have some talking points here. I have some subjects to just open up a conversation. So as you go, please, if you have something to discuss or some questions, please put on the comment section, and the team will collect them and I will answer and have a discussion periodically throughout this next session. So, the first thing I want to talk about, everyone, is what is the role of a parent in a ballet school and in the competition scene? What is our role? So this is an interesting part that I always thinking about the role play. What is the role that I wanted to have to participate in this? Because it is not, if you ask me to be completely detached to what my child's doing, if I spend hours each week in a institution to receive some form of education, I would like to know what they're learning and their progress and the strength and the weaknesses that they are presenting at this moment and the challenges, the obstacles they're facing, and how can I contribute to support them. So I want to begin to talk about a little bit of like my story. I want to share with you my mom, my parents' role in my growing up. So I went to a very rigid vocational school. It's basically, we have gates, we have, it's an enclosed institution. Not everybody can walk in at all. You know, it's a complete enclosed institution. We have buildings with dormitory and academic classroom, and there's a bridge connected to the dance studios. We have about 12 studios in that whole building. We have 3 floors, 4 studios, at least when I was in school, 4 studios per floor. We have 3 floors. And each floor has 4 studios with two studios connected to a dressing room and with the showers and everything in it. And like that setup has an aisle with a glass that you can see through inside the studio. So I went to school with its own cafeteria, with its own doctor's office, with the library. We have literally everything. And we cook their own food and everything. So I was in school for 7 years. I slept there and started at 9 years old. My parents, I can tell you, I can count how many times, officially, how many times my parents are invited on official school's visit, invited to school. I can count literally with my 2 hands, I can count them. Because each year they invited to a final exam. So not the actual exam. The actual exam is enclosed to the faculties alone because you will get evaluated and everything. Then afterwards, even the next day, we'll have an open exam. This is for alumni, for the dancers from the ballet company, for the parents to observe what we learn. So my parents will, normally it's a work day, you know, my parents will take time off and go there to watch my exam. That would be once every half year, so twice a year. So they go to my school to see what I was learning, okay? Twice a year. And I have a picture, I remember my final year, my parents came and I was old enough to go to cafeteria, bought the lunch. It was very nice lunch at that moment. And at that point, we have gone beyond just whatever that you eat, we give you, you eat. That's a whole other thing I want to tell you about. You can pay the money. It's like somewhat like a restaurant type of cafeteria thing. You can pay, you buy extra food. So I was so proud. I used the extra, the meal tickets I was able to buy. My parents, we had a very nice lunch together. That was my graduation at the end of the 7th year. And we took a picture. I'm going to show you one day. I took a picture in my dormitory and with the graduating class of 8 boys. That was a phenomenal picture. I'm going to show you one day. And with mosquito net in the back, all torn apart in my, in my dormitory. So officially, this is how many times my parents came to the school watching me dancing. Out of the 7th year, of probably 14 times they come at the end of each final exam, okay? So just remember that number. For 7 years, my parents came to school watching me dancing 14 times, okay? Then, and my diet, the cafeteria, the diet, I was growing, I didn't have enough food, and I wasn't, the food, either there's two situations, either I couldn't cope with the cafeteria food. It was not something I can eat with appetite, with the pleasure. I want to just put the food, I'm hungry, eat. So I eat because I need a nutrient. I eat because I'm hungry, I needed to eat. But there's nothing really enjoyable about it, because I'm an only child, and you remember, like an Asian family at home. Either my grandmother cooking or my mom's cooking. My mom's full-time work. My mom has a full-time job, but she comes home, she cook homemade food, So I grew up in that environment. So suddenly at 9 years old, I was at boarding school. I was eating cafeteria food where you're waiting in the line. There's 3 people at the end of the line with a table. So each person, each staff with a ladle, like about that big, with the food in the bowl about that big, like this, that big. The food inside will have protein, vegetable, and rice. That's it. So you go over there with your plate, and they just do this ladle, put the thing on your plate, you shift over, another person put a scoop of whatever that is on your plate, scoop over, then it's carb, rice or noodle on your plate, and you go around, go to your table with your classmates, designated table for you to sit, and that's what you eat. So that situation, my mom couldn't really cope that. So my mom decided every Wednesday, so she wanted to come to school to visit me every Wednesday. Wednesday night, my mom will get off work, go home, and quickly cook me some home food, and whatever that she will bring me. She'd take 2 buses. Okay, she get off work, it's like 4:30, it's 5 o'clock already. So she go home, prepare something, she take 2 buses from my house to my school. And by the time she come to me, my dinner time is already over. So I know that I eat little because my mom's coming. So every Wednesday, my mom did this for 7 years. Okay, 6, because this last year, I was allowed to go home if I have to. So I live between school and home, because we were making a lot of trouble. See, because we're teenagers, like school is like, okay, can't deal with you guys anymore. Like a whole bunch of teenagers live in the boarding school with this park-like setting. So that my school is like, okay, some of you, you can go home if you want to. So my mom said, okay, you come home. So the 7th year, I lived parts of the time I lived at home. But for 6 solid years, when I was in boarding school, my mom come visit me, take 2 buses, and watch me eat the food. And there were times my birthday happens in the school when I was not weekends at home. My mom would come with a little cake. It's like a slice of cake, a little cupcake, something like this. And she would just sit there. So, a moment like this, from a very young child, I understand, I saw my mom's posture. She would sit there. She would just, there's not much talking. She would just sit there, watch me eat. It was much for me, and I was young. I wasn't so much understanding of this, but it was for my mom. So this was a moment. It was comforting for my mom. I think she felt so sorry. So, in Shanghai, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night in the winter time. It's like pitch dark. So I remember this posture. My mom sit next to me and just watch me eat. And oftentimes, I'm oblivious to this. So I actually want her to leave because, you know, I want to get back to my friends. I want to get back to whatever that I was doing with my friends. You know, I know they're having fun in the studio and doing whatever that they're doing. I want to eat the food. I want my mom to go home. So now I'm older and I understand there's a sacrifice as a parent. She sent me to boarding school, and I think there's some parts of her, there's a guilt. There's a guilt in her that I believe that a few years later we talked about this. But it was for my own good, because at least if I work hard and I become somebody at the graduation, I will have a decent job as a ballet dancer. Because at that time it was tumultuous. We don't know. You know, my mom wanted me to be somebody. And I think the fear was the ultimate fear as my mom is she does not want me to work in a factory. So she sent me to ballet school. At least I will be trained in a civilized environment. I will grow up, become an artist if I graduate. And there's a guilt association with that because she knows that the type of hardship I was experiencing at school. And then she decided not to get involved with it. She will have my school to do whatever they're doing with me and professionally, but she wants to support me in that way. So anyway, so she comes Wednesday and I eat. So I wanted to talk about switching back to today's parents. So this is the whole point. It's not about me and my mom. It's not about that. But sometimes I look back. It's complicated. Yeah, it's a stirred up things. It's in association to that part of that period of my life. And I think the hardship is beyond justified to a child. And but I'm thankful, right? I'm thankful. So this is the moment I wish we're not live streaming, so you don't have to see me do this. So anyway, so let's talk about you today. So what is your role in today's as a parent? Now, let's say we have a question here. Do you have any advice for parents who are also ballerinas? The parents who are also ballerinas. My daughter studied the ballet at 4, and I am a ballerina too. I want to get to that in a second because I have made my choice to this. Another question, I will get to that in a second. As a parents, we sacrifice time and support for our little ones to hone in their passion. When solos are choreographed for dancers as a comment to group routine, mirrored the solo routine. Okay, I want to talk about that second because the group situation. So you understand for a performance, for a student to be on stage, let's say to do a 2-minute long solo, it is not, it is a goal, right? It is an end goal. Of course, we want to see your little ones shine on stage to do the solo by themselves. Fantastic. But don't underestimate the value and the purpose of a group dance. So it's like I spend the time, I sacrifice. I want to see my child alone on stage to shine. Of course you do. I do too. Believe me, I do too. But also, it's valuable for them to have a group routine as a preparation. How's that? Let's look at it that way, right? So for them to not to get overwhelmed, to be out there by themselves. Let's prepare them, give them a chance to dance as in a group. I think it's very valuable. I understand you spend the time and the resources, and you want to see them. Why should they be one of the 20 or one of the 16 on stage? I only see them like from the corner of my eye. But it's okay, it's okay. She will have her time, she will have her time. And I always say, whatever the role, whatever the position, the role that you've been giving, that you have to treat it as, you have to tell your little ones, you have to treat it, you have to be the best one out there. So you have the 16 altogether. You want to be the one shine, you wanted to be the one that danced the most precision, most with the precision and the feelings, and then what? Next time, when they do a group piece, they get to put your little one in the middle. How about that? And the next time, when they do a group dance, they always have to have a little solo moment, like a 2/8 or even 1/8, or do something different. It will choose your child to do this. That will be step 2. Step 3 is what? She choose, the school decided to let her have to learn the elite group to learn the variation by themselves. So it's okay. I have no problem. My daughter started, I would never argue if they are in the group piece. It's just whatever that you do, but one thing is important. We have to tell them that you have to do your absolute best. You cannot be like, I'm going to dance my best if I'm in the middle. I'm going to do the best when I do the solo, but I'm okay if, as long as I'm one of the 16, I can just do whatever. I think that lesson is valuable to everything that we're doing later on in life. For you to excel, for you to stand out, we do need to put in our work. We have to earn the respect. We have to earn the fact that we are good enough. We are excellent enough to do a solo. The teacher have to be convinced. There's no teacher is going to put a child out there, not to put a child out there if they think they are could be fully able to do it. Right? So it's things like this. Of course, politics played a role into this. You know, if let's say, and to be completely honest with you, if there's one spot to be out there to dance a solo, there's 3 ladies or 3 girls are equally qualified, but they only have 1 spot. And I think parents do have to be champion of your own child. Right, so your child is not going to stand out. Your child is not going to have that kind of sensibility to perhaps capture or even recognize the opportunities coming. They need somebody who is in the front. They need somebody to present something. Your child does not have enough life experience to detect the opportunity coming. Even adults, I give career lessons to graduating students, to university students, and the young professionals. So first we have to recognize where the opportunity is. That second we have to capture. But sometimes we don't have that kind of ability. That's where we as a parent we have to be our child's champion. That we have to support them, we have to coach them how to recognize those beautiful opportunities, and we have to advocate. We have to be or we have to support students. So if the dialogue it's necessary between you and the school, it is okay to ask school a question. What is the process for a child from a routine for a group to elevate, to advance to a solo position? What is your selecting, evaluating process? What is the criteria? I think that's a beautiful question to ask, because and then give you a decision, give you a moment to see where your child is at this moment. Okay, so that's my way of doing this. First, I think it's a good thing. Is it better to teach your own child another? Is it better to teach your own child or another teacher over the years, I feel like I should have sent her to another teacher, which I am doing going forward. I wanted your opinion. Each family is different. Each family is different. But statistics, I want to see data, statistics. The statistics is that it's a very rare occasion if you train your own daughter or your own son becomes very successful the entire way through. Some might have started at the very beginning, then they at one point, it's just complex and dynamic in how we feel about each other, and they have to, at the final professional, they have to send them to be coached by someone else. Or in the beginning, actually, because you have to understand, it's not about us. It's not convenient, because how convenient is that? I bring my own child to my own studio and I teach them. Do you know how difficult it is for your child to switch gear in their head, look at you in your home as your mommy, suddenly, half an hour later, in the studio, you become another person. You become a teacher. They're supposed to follow rules just like any other. It's almost impossible for them to make the switch in their head. And the cycle, the unpleasant cycle is you expect your little baby, the minute they go to the school, go to the studio, you expect your baby to behave like the best student. Not just your daughter. Suddenly you expect them to be exemplary because you feel embarrassed. Your child is not the best in the class. That everything you said, your child is supposed to be, take this, your instruction the most. You are dreaming. You're completely dreaming because your expectation is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So they're so far apart because she still thinks you are her mommy. You suddenly expect her to become the best student, exemplary student, not your daughter anymore. Never happened. Both is too far apart. Okay? Then the bad cycle is that she begin to acting out and you begin to get very upset and disappointment. And then it doesn't work. So I suggest if you see things that it's not the best for your child, you just have to make decisions. And I am involved in my daughter's training, but I'm never very deeply involved. They are in the school. I will never, first of all, I will never challenge the decision that school is made. School is made for, I won't, because I just don't want my daughters to have the feeling of whatever they have is fought by their teacher, by teacher/parent. Yeah, especially me and my wife, Olivia, right now is in Washington Ballet, where her mom and I had our entire, me for sure, my entire professional career in Washington Ballet. It's a deeply rooted in my development, but I choose to stay away. For longest time, she was 2 years ago, she was participating in the summer intensive. The school doesn't even know that she's my child. I take her there and I just let her in. I don't even go in. The teacher doesn't even know. They couldn't put 2 and 2 together. Then at the demonstration, at the end of the 6-week demonstration, me and my wife showed up for the performance, and the Washington Ballet, the staff was like, oh, what brought you guys here? They don't know, which is phenomenal. I was like, we're coming to see your child. Who's your child? Olivia. Oh, wow, Olivia is your child. So that's a beautiful moment because I want Olivia to earn everything, not because of all involvement, right? She earned everything on her own. She's now dancing in the production, a Nutcracker with them. She's having a wonderful time. We stayed away. I'm a father. I stay away. It's better that way. I prefer let somebody else to train them because selfish reasons, I prefer to be their parent. I prefer to be their father and to be an observer, to enjoy them as they're my babies, not to have that relationship with them. I prefer that way. Let someone else do it. Let someone else do it. I wanted to be selfish. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to love them in the way that I want to be in their lives. So that's just my feelings. But you do what you feel the gut feeling tells you to do. That's my opinion. I think they should. I think, in fact, if you ask more straight out opinion, I do believe they should be taught by other people, not you. That's how I feel about it. So we segue into the role of parents in the school. So I wanted to say that we have to be their champion. We do have to pay attention the environment that they are being exposed in, and we do like to monitor. One thing that I feel it's important for us parents to know, that we have to observe their behavior when they come home. First, I always believe, after they spend 3 hours in that school, when they see you, you have to be very intuitive to their feelings. You have to look their behavior. You have to look their mood. You have to look their disposition, their energy level. You have to look at their mindset. You have to look their presence right away. When they step out the school, you have to see who is that child. Now, a good indication of good school is she comes out sweaty, tired, exhausted, but happy, but positive. She can't wait to tell you, so, I did this, I never did this before, and this so-and-so told me, gave me a correction, told me I did it really great. What's for dinner? That's a perfect scenario. That's what you're looking for. So because you're not going to be able to watch the class, you're not going to be over there, so you're not going to observe everything, what is going on. But what you can do is detect the mood that your child is in when they come to you after spending 3 hours with their teacher. So if consistently they come, they are down, they're upset, they're always crying. Let's not just one time. The teacher hard on them. I could have done this well, but I didn't. I'm disappointed. Miss so-and-so was disappointed. One time or isolated, it's okay. That's just life. But always, if you see your child always come to you numb, there's no glow in the eyes, not able to tell you exactly what they did. If you ask them, how was your class? They're annoyed. They don't want to share anything with you. So sharing, it's important to share their success, sharing their everything they did well. Also, they should be able to share, you know what, I could have done this better. Miss so-and-so told me that I could have done better. I will do the next time. But I did it this well, but I will do, you understand? It's a positive feedback. You see, you're not interested to the little nitty-gritty details that they were telling you. But in general, this child feeling disposition is healthy. If every time after class she comes to you is in bad mood, feeling depressed, feeling down, and upon I ask a question, how was it? Are you okay? What's wrong? I don't want to talk about it. It's all right. It's okay. If consistently you have to have a conversation with the school, with the teacher. You have to find out what is your child's progress, what is the obstacles, how is she doing in school. This conversation must happen. Because one thing that we have a child in school learning that, sometimes we learn great and not every teacher is brilliant. Some teachers give you a better information, some teachers take a little longer, whatever. But the environment they're exposed to is positive, is loving, is caring, and is supportive. That's what you're looking for. But our job is detect if the environment they're exposing to is subject to negativity, bullying, shaming, or teachers not behaving the way they should, teachers saying insulting words to them all the time, putting them down, laughing at them, embarrass them, that we have a problem. That your parents, talking about the parents' role in the ballet school and the competition scene, we have to do our job to protect our child from such environment. So you're adult, you can tell. You can tell. Right, I can tell. Any adult can detect the body language. So this is something that I believe it is important for all of us to be sensitive about this. And we talk about the competition scene is even more complex, because then you're very much into involving heightened emotions, competition, because it involves success and failure, and there's a heightened emotion that oftentimes it is a little bit beyond the age. Let's say nowadays an 8-year-old, 9-year-old in a competition scene. However, the scene of the setup of the competition is very similar to adult competition. It's the same. You're a dancer on stage performs something to be evaluated and then to be judged. That structure is the same whether it's for an 18-year-old and to an 8-year-old. It's exactly the same. So parents, we have to do our job to detect the stress level of your child. So have to monitor whether the balance, if it's teaching, the learning, and is your child to be exposed to the environment too soon, whether she's ready or not. I see some students, they're ready. They're like, let's go. They're immune to that environment because they actually thrive in that scene. They become a little monster when they're in that environment. There's like, bring it on. I am perform the best when people's watching. There's absolutely children like that out there, which is advantage. It's a really advantage. I see students complete excited on stage when people's watching and when they're in a group and they become very competitive. But they're very rare. Most of us at 8 years old, we get overwhelmed in that environment. Okay. On top of that, you got a nervous teacher. Because that career of the teacher, the success of the teacher, the accomplishment of the teacher, of her performance, relying on what? Relying on your child's performance. Imagine that. So she has to deal with the pressure coming from dance the 2-minute solo on stage to be judged the panel of adults. And she has to really absorb and deal with the teacher's expectations and their disappointments. That's another layer of things. So we needed to monitor, to be our champion, to be a student champion, to be there, to act as a buffer, because you know your child's better. So there are times that you do have to pull them back. You do have to say, this is too much, we're not gonna be doing this. We need a moment of rest. We need a moment to regroup. Then we can move on and to another competition. So for us, really have to negotiate and always at the best interest of your child, to be the champion of your child and to support them in the best way they can. Because school is going to act, and which is, I have talked about this before. Teachers should behave and act in the best interest of the student, but not all teachers and all schools act that way, because a lot of schools, and I have been very vocal, very open about this, a lot of schools, the best interest is themselves and it's the school's interest, the school's presence, school's involvement, and the glory of the teacher. The students act just like a vehicle. Students is just a vehicle for them to be in certain place in the industry, for the teacher to have some kind of glory. The students is just basically a vehicle to support that effort. We needed to change that. So school and the teachers has to be always student-centric operation and business, not letting the students become a vehicle to support the teachers and school's glory and their accomplishments. It has to be the other way around. It's supposed to be teachers serving your child, or serving students, to put them in the best position, a pathway to success, not the other way around. Okay, so it's up to us adults to detect those issues and correct those mistakes along the way. And if you have to be vocal, you have to be. I'm a supporter, absolutely supporter of that, because at 8 and 9, I have seen students at such a young age exposed to certain situations and scenarios and encounters a situation where they shouldn't be. Their little ear should not be hearing those words. Their little eyes should not be seeing some of the stuff that is happening in our industry. So who's going to protect your young ones? Who's going to protect your child? You. That's it. So I will certainly do that. If I see my child is being mistreated in school in ways that are unfair, is unhealthy for them, if I see they coming back always down, always bad mood, become on the way to become someone else, their wonderful mind is eroded into something dark, I will have a conversation with school. I will see what's happening there. I would like to know who is the teacher is creating this kind of a mood, emotion to my child. I will have to leave. I will. There's no reason to prolong, not even one day, not even one extra class. If you detect that teacher cannot change, that school will not change. They have no interest in change the way they do things. You have to leave that school immediately, like today. There's absolutely no reason to expose your child to another day of this kind of situation. Please, we have to do our job. So now we talk about, interesting, this subject is dietary. So what is how can we support, like say, your child is in high level of training, right? She sweats, she goes out there, she's a physical training a lot. So in the sense is how can I support my children's nutritional needs? So she's basically an athlete. So what can we do to support them, to ensure they have enough, not enough, they have proper nutritional support, to support, to have them, the growing and also in line with what ballet needs for the body to function. Growing up in Asian family, my parents always, number one worry is I don't have enough to eat. So you know very well that we always have to make sure that there's things that they have to eat. They have to eat more. They have to be absolutely full. They cannot eat another bite. So growing up, my children growing up, it's interesting. So my wife would be like, ask them, do you want any more? So if Olivia said, no, I don't want any more, my wife said, okay, we're done. I was like, no, they're not done. They're not halfway done. I'm the one to force this picture is of like a gem to force my way into it. You're not done until I tell you so. You're not done. So Olivia's like this, just refuse to reject eat, and I just shove the food into her mouth. It's in our genes. It's in our, because that's how we show the love. This is for us like a comfort. How many times you see in the restaurant in Asia, I always amazed when I go to Shanghai, I see the restaurant. The child, the baby, the little toddler is running around in the restaurant. The grandmother is chasing behind with a bowl of rice, chasing him behind. Every time they grab the child and shove a bowl of something into their mouth. We have to change the mentality, because this is especially for the dancers, for the dance students. And let's say if they're in a competition, they have a performance, they have, let's say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're like, okay, here's the lunch hour, 2 o'clock. So I'm talking about 2 hours before she's supposed to be on stage in makeup, in tutu, her ballet teachers, they're warming her up, stretching her, everything in that moment. You showed up with a full lunch. You're like, she hasn't eaten yet. At 2 o'clock, you have this anxiety of make sure she hasn't eaten yet. I can tell you right now she's not hungry. I can tell you. If she has a boiled egg in the morning, have a little yogurt in the morning, have a little protein, little chicken, have a little something like that, she's fine. Have a little banana, a power bar, have a little protein shake. As long as there's fortified protein in her body, I can guarantee you she is fine. She does not need a full lunch with a rice bowl with pork and eggs in there with all the sauce. And then you presented this thing, she wants to throw up. She wants to throw up in your face, literally. The last thing she wants to see is you with a big bowl of rice in front of her at that moment. But for us, I understand that. We have our anxiety as well, right? We have our we are confused. We are longing for something we can do to contribute to this, because you can feel the nerve, you can feel the tension, you can feel your baby is there, you see her behave very differently, she's quiet, becomes someone else. And the one thing we remember, what we can do always when we combat something like this is comfort. Comfort is what? Equals food. So for us, it's bring this beautiful food that she's supposed will make her feel better. That's your thoughts, but in reality, it's not like that. So we just have to stay back, stand back. I'm in competition scene with my daughters. There's few things I do. There are few things I do, put her on point, stuff like this. But in general, I stay away. I let her teacher do their job. I stay away. I'm not there. I'm support. I love her from distance. I stay away. The distance, the cushion, at that moment, she needs space. She needs space to allow her to be herself. Don't ask her any questions. Don't. Don't ask, are you hungry? Are you cold? Do you need this? Do you need that? What about this? Don't. Please don't. Just stay away from her. Let her teacher do their job. They have some kind of ritual. They have their language. They have their doing. I've seen students being coached by their mother, quote unquote, coached at open stage. For those of you who participate competition, you know very well the open stage is the most tense moment. We have 25 girls on stage with the boys, whatever, to 25 students on stage. Their teachers on the side give them a very last minute instructions for them to feel the stage, feel their turns, feel their jumps under the light. And they're supposed to be completely isolated, try to be focused around these 25 people around them. And I've seen, while I was looking at my student, I try to give her the energy, suppress my feelings. God forbid, if something goes wrong, it's like, oh my God, if some turns goes wrong, whatever. I've seen teachers completely broke. I've seen teachers completely bent out of shape on the side and not fortified at all. So we have to collect ourselves. Now, I have seen this teachers doing, and I have seen parents somehow was also give the students corrections, instructions above the teacher. Can you imagine? And I've seen students literally walk to their mommy and say, please stop. So we cannot be doing that. We just cannot, because it's not your competition. This is not about us anymore. As much as it hurts me to see my child to endure that kind of nervousness, because I know how you feel. Because I know I want the parent, the mother, want the girl to do a phenomenal turns so the teacher can leave her alone. Because the teacher is already up here. Because at the last moment, the open stage, all the turns messed up. Everything was so beautiful the day before in the studio. Right now, suddenly everything's fall apart. But that's a process. Sometimes it happens like that. Right? Sometimes, so what we need to do is give them a little movement, just give them a little instructions, some suggestions to fix their turn. But we have to let them figure this out. Right? As a teacher, we have to calm down. So the parents' psychology is the parents see the teachers getting upset, and they see the teacher is having a negative effect on the child because the child is getting more nervous. So the mom, the father, decided to give the child her or his own correction so the child suddenly can turn better. How's that going to work? You're not a professional. You don't know what she needs on point for the pirouette or the jump or the step over turns. You don't know what needs to happen. Right? So, but as a parent, the protectiveness, the mama bear, the feelings are so overwhelming. You just want her to do a good turn, the teacher leave her alone. And then your behavior add extra stress on who? The teacher. So can you imagine this triangle is going on? So we just needed to just leave, stay away, let this thing unfold. So this is our role. we have to love them, care for them, support them from a distance. Let's see. Let's move on. So dietary, yeah, we have to, and most of the times, and I think that for a dancer, athlete, especially in an environment like this, is high protein diet is it's to me, I'm not a medical, I'm not a nutritionist, so don't take my advice fully, but I'm just share with you how I feel. It's a high protein, which is like a yogurt, egg, like a nuts, easier. The yogurt is really great food. It's like if your stomach doesn't get upset. An egg, you wouldn't have, you don't have any idea how 2 eggs can produce, how 2 eggs, just fried eggs or boiled eggs, can last. Like this morning, Mr. Josh and I, both of us had an egg sandwich, like two eggs. That's all we had, and coffee. I'm still doing okay, right? So if I have some kind of cake or some kind of things just full carb, I will have a blood energy low for 45 minutes and an hour ago, and I'm never going to be able to pick us up. So also, you have to understand, parents, this is something the scientific will tell you. If the stomach is too full, you also need the energy, the precious energy they need for warm up, for their mind to function, for their body to function on stage, to digest the food. So it's not going to be how full they get. It is how functional this food, how how nutritional support that they have most directed to the student's needs at that moment. So it's a full stomach. They're gonna use the blood and energy to digest the food. It's not good for us. So we just have to be mindful of that. And again, it's not for our own comfort level. It's not for our own needs. It's truly for them. So moving on, anybody have any questions with this so far? I want to talk about, some parents ask me a question, very important. It's like, I see times that the parents actually, teacher's not there at a competition, another country or whatever. So the parents become a parent and the teacher to take a student. To me, I'm highly advised not to do it. You need a professional with them. You need the teacher to support them at the competitions. But in a situation where a mom and dad is bring without a teacher, it's precarious. Okay, to me, it's not. I'm not recommending that at all. But if the events unfolds, like if I put in the situation, I have to do this. Now, how can I educate myself, support myself to have a little bit of understanding of what my child needs at that moment, and how can I support them in a very strategic and a very comprehensive and professional way? One of my suggestion, actually, it could be a little bit out there. I actually suggest the parents yourself to start taking adult classes. This is the only way. Ballet cannot be learned by the book. We cannot learn ballet reading it or watching Mr. Du's YouTube account learn ballet. No, you can't. You cannot sitting there learn ballet. You have to learn ballet with your body. Your body have to understand how much you accomplish, this whole other story. But your body and your mind do have to understand what a ballet does to a body. Through the exercises, the stamina, how do you process information? What is the relationship between you and the teacher? This environment, this way of communication, this so-called, this scene itself, I do believe the best way to support your child actually is for yourself to start taking beginner ballet classes. It's not that unheard of. It's not that fetched, far-fetched scenario. It's not, right? You're taking class with a whole bunch of people that wants to learn ballet, but never have a chance. So I think this is my suggestion. It's helpful, it's necessary actually to enter the scene. Like in every city, they have schools all have open adult ballet class. You even going there to be a very beginner and just to put yourself out there. And I think this will give you a beautiful, beautiful understanding of what your child's going through. Actually, in the communication between you and your child can have a better, more acceptable language for your child to understand what you're saying, to even accept anything come out of you. So now, we began to see the last DUCON in August. We saw two situations where mom and the daughter. There's one situation, Marie had her daughter Chloe and a son, where mom and son and a baby girl all in DUCON together. And I'm so proud that DUCON is providing this kind of service to all people who have desire to learn. Marie is a beautiful mom, and her daughter Chloe is in the student program. And she and her son is both in the adult program. How wonderful is that? Let ballet to be a common language to connect the families together. We sweat together, we know everybody's going through. It's absolutely phenomenal. And we have Jenny with her daughter she's in the adult program, and her daughter is in the student program, and then they cheer each other on, they watch each other, support each other. So DUCON is providing, I'm super proud, the program that we have accomplished in the last few years. And all model have always been, we wanted to provide the very best training experience to everybody who wants to learn. Now, we don't put adults and students together because they're asking for different things. So it's a completely separate class. But our teacher is providing the same discipline, the same essence, the same instructions, and the same, I have to say, same expectations. How much you deliver, that's another story. But we expect the students to perform in ways that what ballet is asking for, right? Then we allow the time for students to mature. That's this very, very different situation. A lot of teachers do the first part. They expect certain things. They know very clear their expectations. But the time allowed to mature, a lot of us become very impatient about it. Right, so it's a maturity comes from each program to allow allow the time to cultivate, to detect what is the short-term and long-term goal of each student, whether it's to be met or not. Right, so we have to be patient. We have to provide all kinds of different avenues and pathway to provide different language, go in with a different angle to bring the very best out of that child every single class. Not the whole program. Every single class, every single rehearsal, we have to bring something out of them. Just like at the rehearsal you just saw. And I needed to pinpoint. I have 20 minutes with them. I need to fix something, one or two things that they need to fix, needs to improve it permanently. So this is truly a DUCON thing, and I think it's evolved into a level where I'm super proud because the teacher's ability and it's our common expectation, or the common professional, the essence that we have for ourselves. And I'm just can't wait to have, in a couple weeks, we're going to see some of the students that you saw today. And later in this month, on the start the 18th of December. So we only have a very, very few spots left. So if you want your child, please don't sign up for audition. Don't miss this opportunity. So it's 11 o'clock already, so 3 hours went really, really fast. And we will have, another benefit for DUCON is the parents becomes a cohort of itself. So we will have periodically, we'll have a seasonal get together just exclusively for DUCON parents by ourselves. So it's very private. It's a very safe space for us to share our triumphs and share our disappointments. And if you have any questions, it's a very safe space for us to have a dialogue, for us to communicate, for us to support each other. And this is another benefit for you to sign up for DUCON. And as I said, if DUCON starts June 1st, you and your child don't meet me and hello, how are you? This is Mr. Du at June 1st. No, we meet right away in our Zoom classes, blueprint pathway to success, and the parents, you and I start communication right away. I will immediately become your support system. I will immediately become a part of your teaching. I'm not trying to drive a wedge between you and your teacher, never. I'm a supporter, I'm neutral. I have no position in this. I support you, I support the children especially, and I also support the teachers. So that's why I have teacher training programs for years now. So please have any questions, please just reach out to me. You can also, this is another service we provide. Please book a call with me. You have a Zoom meeting with 15 minutes, sometimes we even last 20 minutes. So if the team can put out the way to reach me. So we have a conversation so easy on Zoom right away. The time available time to you and to me, and we have a conversation, whatever you want to ask me in a very private and a very safe setting. I will answer all of your questions with everything you want to know, with the competition, with how DUCON is going to support you and your child, and how anything you want to know, I'm here for you. It's completely free. So book a call with me, and let's solving some of the questions that you might have. And then we go from there. So this has been really wonderful, and I'm sorry that I'm sorry about a couple of situations a few minutes back then, and next Friday, we will put out the information about a week from now, same time. It's a Saturday, East Coast Standard Time, New York time, a week from now, 8 o'clock a.m. on Saturday. We'll have another live stream. We'll have another group of students that we're going to coach live for you and for teachers to see how everything go down. And then we have another moment of connecting. And the goal is truly support our children and thrive in the ballet scene. Until then, please take care, and please write to me all the questions that you wanted to be answered, and we will go from there. So please take care of yourself and each other, and we will see each other soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.